ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ते पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। By the grace of the Master, Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, we are taking the summary of 15 stanza of Srimad Bhagwat Gita. The name of this chapter is we are taking the summary of chapter 15 of Srimad Bhagwat Gita. The name of this chapter is Purushottam Yoga. As I say in my previous discourses, the Purushottam in this world only one, that is existent Satchidananda Paramatma. Other is not Purushottam. Purushottam is only one. The other may be the Purusha but not Purushottama. When I say about the masters, masters are the Purusha, and other than master they are not Purusha, they are Prakriti. All the jivas, they are not Purusha, they are Prakriti. And the Purushottama is Satchidananda, because master has a limited body and limitations, but the Purushottama has unlimited limitations. From 1 to 6 stanza mean verses. There is an example of world tree. And that world tree is Ficus religiosa, and method of get enlightenment, and method of knowing existence. From verse 7 to 10. Description of Jivatma and its values 12 to 15. Discussion of the Jivatma and the Brahma 20 to 15. The discussion of Paramatma, Parameshwar, existence with his effects from 16 to 20. In 4 verses there is three things. One is the decayable, second is the non-decayable, or third is the Supreme Person, Purushottama, this description. So, in this chapter, this is oriented about the Purushottama, and this is the oriented about the method, how to a person become a jiva to Purushottama. So this chapter is called the Purushottama Yoga. I want to say about some footnotes in the Geeta. Because this tree, Ficus religiosa tree, example, the God existence is Avinashi, and it is coming from ancient time. The time has not recognized. So this continuity shows that this tree is Avinashi. And because the person is alive and contacting with the Maya, so it seems that the all worldly karma kanda, these are the Vedas and the leaves. Because the world is originated by the Yoga Maya of God, Paramatma, so the Yoga Maya is changeable, so this world is also changeable, Chanabhangura, and decayable. And this world is the production of the pain. So the God say, do not think about the world, only continuously with the great devotion, no any other hope for welfare. A person is going to seek, that is the meaning of the Veda, this is the meaning of the knowing. And all five Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, word, touch, vision, taste and odoma, these five sensory organs, they are micro than the body and the sensory organs, because these are the tanmatras. So these are the fresh incoming leaves, outcoming leaves. And the main branch is the Brahma, and then Devas, humans and other 84 lakhs birth. These are the branches. And the ego desires attachment and the hungers of the sensory organs. These are the aerial roots. And different type of the yonis of the birth, they have their karmas, foundations, tides. These are the like ropes. They are all jivas are bounded by these aerial roots, and they are compelled, they are pressurized to avail their karmas. So the karmas only can suffer in other birth, but in the human birth they can do the new karmas. So in the many spiritual books, Upanishads and other books, the existential description as it is, but after the knowing the real existing Atma Jnana, that is not found like that. This world seems after enlightenment like the dream. So there is no beginning, no end of this ficus religiosa tree or this world. So the holy person says that is not good status to live in this dream of the ficus religiosa tree, because from the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatal to Brahma Loka, all the pleasures, they are temporary and removable, and they will be disappear. So they are completely temporary. A person, the real seeker, who never involve in these type of temporary pleasures, and he only want to know the real existence, that is the axle that can cut these type of foundations, or the rope-like network of this ficus aerial roots. So all the stable and moving living beings, they are all blind in the ajnana, and the solid and the strong egoistic desires and the hungers, they are very hard to leave. So from the cutting of these leaves, there is very essential to help of the Sadguru. Bhagwan Sadguru talking about taking the help of example of this ficus religiosa tree and describing the world by this example. Bhagwan Sachidananda is the root of this tree, Brahma is the stem, Vedas are leaves, and the tree is undestroyable. The knowing of exactly is the jnana. The water for this tree, for growing help, watering help, that is the gunas. The gunas watering the tree. The sensory hunger and their sensory subject, they make illusion. They are fresh leaves, and 84 lakhs lives are the branches and sub-branches and tertiary branches and quaternary branches, the many branches. The branches have their network. There are spread in all the lokas. All the lokas are covered by these branches. Sutal, Vital, Talatal, Atal, the earth, heaven, Brahmaloka. These are all, the branches are spread everywhere. And the aerial root of this ficus plant, ficus tree, you know the ficus tree, aerial roots comes from their branches. The aerial root of the tree, they are make the ego, the desires and the passions that are tied the jiva in the karma, and these aerial roots covered all the planets. My dear Arjun, no beginning, no end of this world tree. And not only the tree has properly positioned, there is no properly position. This is not, if this has the properly position, how can you eradicate by the jnana? So the seeker can easily cut this tree and of the root of network of passions, ego and desires by the weapon of a sharp, strong detachment that comes by the master's teaching of the Sakshi. Then after the seeker get the Parampada, the elementary, the truth of enlightenment is because after the existing in the Parampada, person never return to the world again. My dear Arjun, this is the summary, because it is taking stranger one by one to 20. So the best alternative, the surrender in the feet of the Sadguru Paramatma for Parampada stage. My dear friend, the characteristics of Parampada achieved person, how can we identify that who has achieved the Parampada? The ego and attachment no more. No passion native. Every time stand in awakening in the Paramatma stage. Desires cannot attract him. And there is no attachment with worldly things, no attention in worldly pleasure. Happiness and sadness and all the type of contradictions cannot affect on him. This type of knowing, which is stability inside, that get the parampada by the help of the Sadguru. The person who get parampada never return on the world again. My paramdham, the extreme stage, is self-enlightenment. There is no need of the light of sun, moon or fire. Now Bhagavan described to Arjuna the form of Jivatma, the Sanatana, the presence in every part of body with the consciousness, and he has no any form. So in my existing of the existence and my form is the 1 minute. In the form, Satyavat, close the microphone. Close the microphone. This is my extension, is called the Jiva. Attract man and 5 senses. The Jiva attract man and the 5 senses, which is the part of the nature, and take them with him after the death. As the air take the smell or aroma from one place to another. Just like the Jiva goes in different bodies, just like the Jiva goes in the different bodies, and he carry these 5 senses and the man. And make them the instrument of the medium to enjoy the bhogas, availing the desires. Only the Atmajnani knows this Jiva is the living stage in the body, leaving the body, or this Jiva become the availer of different type of desire in the body. So Atmajnani knows this thing. This knowing comes from the divine eyes that is given by the Master Sadguru with the Sakshi meditation of awareness. But the blind persons, they have no this divine eyes, they have no master, they are in illusion of the Maya. They does not know this method, that how to jiva comes and how to jiva goes in the different bodies. So my dear friend Arjun, the yogis is the different meaning using here Paramatma. The yogis which has purity of the heart and their efforts are very, very obedient with the Sadguru, they become successful. But the dirty hearted persons, they do any effect, they cannot success because they are in the dream of the Maya. They never knows me in the heart and my presence. Even they do much more efforts, my dear Arjun, in the sun, moon and the fire. The sharpness and the shining is mine. I enter in the earth and give the capability and capacity to hold the bhutas. I give the vegetation and make them juicy and strong nutrition, fruits and herbal medicines. I improve by the moon's power, rasa. I gain with I join with that in every jivatma, in every body, I give the power of being, and I give them the digestion power, and that is called Veshwanar fire. I am also in the greatest God Paramatma present in all hearts of living beings. So I am called Harshikesha. I know everything and I am knower of all, but nobody know me without the help of Sadguru. By me all the memories, by me every knowledge and the dialysis of doubts and dilemmas comes. I am the base of the dialysis of doubts and dilemmas in the path of knowledge of Atma Jnana. I am the supreme knowledge of liberation, the maker of the Jnana path that is called Vedanta. And I am the organizer of all knowledge, my dear Arjun. There is the two types of persons in the earth. One is person is the mortal person and another is immortal person. The mortal person is the physical body of all the living beings. And the immortal person, the mortal person is the physical body of all living beings. And the immortal person is in the Jivatma. But I am beyond of two mortal and immortal Jivatma. I am the third person. I care and give the nutrition all by I enter in their all lokas, all three lokas, so I am called immortal Paramatma, the Supreme God, because I am compatibility and I am the separate from all materialistic, destroyable and undestroyable Jivatma, and from the immortal Jivatma I am very, very different, because I am the supreme person of all universes, so I am called Purushottama by the masters and this world. My dear friend, this summary is going on about chapter 15 of stanza by stanza. My dear Arjun, these Gyanis who knows me, as they knows me, that I am Purushottama, exactly they knows me that I am Purushottama, by the Tattva Jnana, by the help of Sadguru, the Jnani is the all-knower. They are called Sarvagya. That is the real bhajan. My knowing and staying the knowing in me, that is the real bhajan, that the knowing of all the time and all the life and every time and every second, they are living in me all the time. I am the Paramatma in all living being. And my dear Arjun, I told you this top secret mystery knowledge. This is the secret, supreme secret knowledge I told you. By the knowing this knowledge, by knowing existence, the person become ultimate knower of the truth, and gratify. Then nothing is toppest welfaring things in this comparison of this knowledge. So my dear Arjun, then nothing remaining to do by that person if he knows me by that grace of the Master Sadguru. So that by the summary of chapter 15, and excuse me, that the summary was from 1 stanza to 20 stanza, and there should be a very, very nice message in every stanza. I have told in my all 20 discourses in English and 20 discourses in Hindi. But I request you that the Krishna is telling about this stanza, that this ficus religiosa tree can cut by the jnana, Even the cutting the tree is not good example now. This example is 5,000 years ago. There was no problem of the afforestation. That time there is the forest was very dense and there is no problem of the pollution, air pollution, other pollution. So at that time the Krishna tell this example of the ficus religiosa tree. So this ficus religiosa tree is the example of the worldly desires and worldly ajnana and worldly illusion and worldly affection and worldly mesmerization. So coming from out this mesmerization, Krishna tell to all the seekers, firstly they take the shelter of Sadguru, second they never desire the worldly wishes, and thirdly they do the meditation of awareness, the Sakshi, in the guidance of Sadguru. I am telling you guaranteedly, if anyone will do the meditation of Sakshi only for 3 months, he will get the peace and tensionlessness and the pleasure in their heart. And the tension created diseases, as I describe in every discourse, the heart attack, blood pressure, angina, diabetes, sleeping disorder, they will not come in that human's life, they will eradicate. And parallelly the mental diseases, the depression, the disorder of anger, the emotional disbalancing, the lowest level of the psychological balance, the person want to suicide in that position, and the phobias, and different type of meningiania, schizophrenia, they will not come in your life if you do this meditation regularly. So my dear friend, a person if not get enlightenment, but that person will surely get peace and tensionless and prevention from these diseases. So we want to welfare all over the world. So we take a mission that is called world peace by meditation. So this meditation mission is not only my mission, this is the mission of all of you, and I want to request you, please join in this mission. We want to make this world peaceful. We want to make this world tensionless. We want to make this world psychologically and physically diseaseless. We want to save millions, billions of dollars in the unnecessary treatment of these diseases, and we want to make the mankind peaceful, loving and pleasant. Then maximum person will be pleasant, loving and tensionless. Then who will be do the crime and who will be fight each other? And there is no need of atomic weapons and warheads and the jet fighters and the big guns. So there is no need to waste the money in meaningless works. So the earth will become in a heaven, as a heaven by this meditation. I request you, please join this precious mission of world peace by meditation. And if you like my discourse, please subscribe my channel in YouTube, that is completely free. And please, if you really like my discourses, please spread these videos all over the world and tell to person, they listen the videos, they subscribe the videos. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Bless you, my dear. Thank you.